after your first 2 bags of front end assembly, this is what you should have. Now, it's got really nice and loose, with the exception your caster blocks are tight. You're going to want to polish those to free them up a little bit, because a tight suspension, if it's too tight, is not going to function. And we'll keep moving on. So after you get all the front end assembly bags together, you should have something that looks like this. Now keep in mind, I built a few cars, but I'm sure I won't be the only one that put the knuckles on backwards, because typically your steering's in the rear, not in the front. But you take them off and switch them. I'm sure I won't be the last to do it. Just a quick note on this rear suspension. If you look at the directions, it tells you to put the tapered edge forward. Well, in these, it's difficult to see, but here's a little trick. They do have marks back here. That wants to be towards the rear of the car. They don't tell you that, they just say the taper part. But it's easier to see these holes than it is this slight taper. Just something else I noticed. This is what the rear assembly looks like, and I have it in the yeah, hold on here, let's see instructions here. I have it in the 1/2 degree toe in for the rear, but make note also, this crossbar needs to be on top, not the bottom. Or it needs to be on the bottom, not the top, so you have clearance for your CVDs. Alright, we're getting there. There's your front end done. There's what your back end looks like. And next up is going to be the shocks. Now for the shocks, I'm going to go right off the get-go and start with a 50 weight oil. And you got to start somewhere. So, stay tuned for more. Alright, now we've got the shocks installed, rear suspension, front suspension. We're on to the electronics package. Well, the tray and mounting. And this is where you should be. Now the electronics tray and battery tray. And it's pretty neat modular design. You can adjust it widthwise in and out for different size batteries. But then you can also move this back and forward for weight distribution, wherever you want your balance to be in your car. On to the wheelie bar next. Now we've got the wheelie bar on. And I do like the tie rod. It's adjustable, but if you want to change it to a shock, you can. All that's left to do to this is the floating body mount system. This should be interesting. Alright, here is the finished product. Don't mind the mess on the bench. This is the Customworks Patriot. No prep drag car, floating body mounts, long ass wheelie bar. All finished. I'm curious to try, but there was a one question that people had, was the wheelbase. And if you look, it falls in line with the NPRC rules at 13.5. That was a question that we had to find out the answer to. So it is NPRC legal, and in this video you've seen at least one upgrade you can do to the transmission, and I'm sure there's many more. Well, thanks for watching. Enjoy. Well, stay tuned for tuning, testing, and most likely crashing.